Hello friends, I'm Lee Johnson and it's going to be a day of videos because I feel very inspired today. So today, sorry if you can hear that, there's some kids screaming outside. It's a beautiful day today in the UK, sun is shining, it's lovely. So yeah, this is going to be a day of videos because I feel very inspired today. There's going to be 8 videos, 8 parts, and this first part is a setup for all the videos and part 1. So I've written down my plan here, if you can see this, in my lovely notebook. So this first video is obviously a setup to this day of videos and a book haul, because I got some books today. Then video number 2, part 2, will be a discussion, and I will let you know what that is later, in the next video, sorry. Part 3 is going to be a tag, an original tag, which I will talk more about later. Part 4 will be another discussion, something that I want to talk about and show you all. Part 5 will be, I did a video where I hauled the Skullduggery Pleasant books that I got a little while ago, but the lighting was rubbish. So I'm going to re-show you those covers because it's a beautiful day today and the lighting's really good. So I think you'd enjoy that. Part 6 is going to be an announcement or something that I want to do. So yes, I'll talk more about that later. Part 7 is going to be another video of me showing you things. And part 8 is going to be another discussion, which you'll find out about later. So that's the setup. Those are my 8 videos that I'm going to be doing today. No, that's 9. 8 videos. Yeah, so this first video is a book haul, as I mentioned. I only have 3 books, but I love them all, and I'm going to show you them, and I'm very excited, and they're all very cheap books. So the first book I picked up is The Daylight Gate, and this is by Jeanette Winterson. And I know Jeanette Winterson wrote, oh gosh, Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit. That's one of the ones. She wrote another one called Sexing the Cherry or something. Anyway, well, this is a bit different, and I'll read you what it says. Good Friday, 1612, Pendle Hill. A mysterious gathering of 13 people is interrupted by a local magistrate. Is it a witch's Sabbath? In Lancaster Castle, 2 notorious witches await trial and certain death, while the beautiful and wealthy Alice Nutter rides to their defence. Elsewhere, a starved child lurks, and a Jesuit priest and former gunpowder plotter makes his way from France to a place he believes will offer him sanctuary. But will it? And how safe can anyone be in which country? Yeah, and I haven't really read much about witch trials, but this is about witch trials, and it's very short. It is only 224 pages, and the text is like this in the middle of the page, and it's quite large. Yeah, and I thought the cover was interesting, and I've not read much about witch trials, so I thought I'd pick it up. And that one was only like £1.75 at a charity shop. And the next book I picked up is Zombie Apocalypse. Now it says this is created by Stephen Jones, and it has a really cool cover. I love this cover. It's so awesome. It says created because it's written in different entries. So there's songs in here, there's letters, there's emails, there's blogs, there's records of interviews, there's the Zombie King daily blog, newspaper articles. It's written in all that different style. So, you know, there's this, and then there's a letter, and I think this is an email or a fax. Yeah, and stuff like this. And there's also some songs in here, actually. I don't know why. I didn't really look very deeply. Let me find them. I'll just give you a little show. No, I can't find them. But anyway, yeah, this is all written in different entries and stuff. And it looks really good. And I've read a couple of them at the beginning, and they sound really interesting. But I'll read you the back. In the near future, A desperate and ever more controlling UK government attempts to restore a sense of national pride with a new festival of Britain. But construction work on the site of an old church in South London releases a centuries-old plague that turns its victims into flesh-hungry ghouls whose bite or scratch passes the contagion, a supernatural virus which has the power to revive the dead onto others. The death soon sweeps across London and the whole country descends into chaos. When a drastic attempt to eradicate the outbreak at source fails, the plague spreads quickly to mainland Europe and then across the rest of the world. Told through a series of interconnected eyewitness narratives, text messages, emails, blogs, letters, diaries and transcripts, this is an epic story of a world plunged into chaos This is an epic story of a world plunged into chaos as the dead battle the living for total domination. Will humanity triumph over the worldwide zombie plague, or will the walking dead inherit the earth? So I thought that sounded really interesting. It has a really nice cover, and it's really cool format, like in emails and text messages and stuff like this. And it was only £2 in charity shop, and I've seen it in Waterstones for $7.99. So I thought I'd pick it up. And there's also a sequel out, and I don't know if there's a third one yet, but if I like it, I might pick up the sequel. And the third book I got today, I picked this up in the pound shop, which I was very surprised, because I only went in there to get like drinks, because they have like 2 for 99p, 2 for £1 drinks and stuff like that. And I knew they did some books, but most of them are really not very interesting. But I found this, and this is Strange Angel, The Otherworldly Life of Rocket Scientist John Whiteside Parsons by George Pendle. And it has one of the coolest colours I've ever seen. I love it. It's so nice. And the spine is gorgeous as well. This is actually published by Orion, which is a really well-known publisher. So I was surprised to find this in there for £1. The retail price is $18.99. But I'm going to read you what it's about. The blurb, sorry. Rocket scientist killed in Pasadena explosion, screamed the front page headline of the Los Angeles Times on 18th of June 1952. Sorry, some people walking outside. John Whiteside Parsons, a maverick rocketeer whose work has helped transform the rocket from a derided, I think, sci-fi fantasy into a reality, was at first mourned as a tragically young victim of mishandled chemicals. But as reports began to investigate the 37-year-old's life, a more sinister story emerged. Parsons had been performing occult rites and summoning spirits as a follower of the wickedest man in the world, Aleister Crowley. He was promptly written off as an embarrassment to science. George Pendle tells Parsons' extraordinary life story for the first time. A lonely misfit born into a wealthy family, Parsons spent his childhood dreaming of space flight. Lacking a university education but lent inspiration by his beloved science fiction pulps, Parsons became a crucial innovator during rocketry's birth. However, his visionary imagination also led him into the occult community thriving in 1930s Los Angeles, and when fantasy's pull became stronger than reality, he lost both the work and the wife that he loved. In a story containing such diverse figures as Howard Hughes, Robert Heinlein, L. Ron Hubbard, Theodore von Karman, and Albert Einstein, George Pendle recreates John Whiteside Parsons' imaginative magical world in a dazzling portrait of pre-war superstition, Cold War paranoia, and futuristic possibility. Strange Angel recovers a fascinating life and explores the unruly consequences of genius. So that's what it's about. It's about a rocket scientist, and I love science, and it's a true story of his life and his world and why he was cast from society and science because of his occult beliefs. And I thought it was a really interesting concept, and I just want to show you under the dust jacket because I love doing that. It's really nice. It's blue, plain blue, and on the spine it's written in gold, Strange Angel. The Otherworldly Life of Rocket Scientist John Whiteside Parsons. Yeah, so I thought this was really interesting, and it was only £1, and I love rocket science, and I love science in general, and I love the occult, and this has got the occult, and it's got everything that I like. So I picked it up, and the cover is amazing as well, and the spine. Oh my god, I need to stop talking about books because they're just awesome. So anyway, yes. So these are the... Whoa, wrong way. These are the 3 books I picked up today. And I'm excited for all of them. Mostly for Strange Angel. Oh, sorry about that noise. And Zombie Apocalypse. Anyway, yeah, so this is the end of the first video today. I'm going to go ahead and put this on my computer so that I can record the second part of today's Day of Videos, which will be my discussion. So I'll see you then, and have a very nice day, and enjoy the sunshine if it's sunny where you are, because I'm definitely enjoying it. Okay, so I will see you again soon.